friends, this is Grace and welcome to my channel and welcome to layout number 6. No, this is going to be video number 6, but layout number 5 for our latest series here on YouTube. I want to apologize for my voice. I do have a cold right now, but I figured this is the only time that I can do some voiceovers, so forgive me if I sound a little hoarse. So this is going to be a single page layout and it's going to be super easy. I found this sketch on Page Maps and I think it's October 2021, and it just basically has the papers on the sides and it's more of a centered type of design, and so the pictures are going to be in the center. I do have 4 3x4 photos and they're all aligned horizontally, so that makes it easier. If you like this design, you can also use 2 vertical 4x6 photos and it would still work. And I'm using some scraps here. As you can see, I had cut this dotted paper into 1/4-inch strips. I mitered the edges of it so it will look good when I create my little frame around my pink cardstock. And then I'm putting them together, and so this gives the illusion that our cardstock is framed, or also it could have that illusion that there's a pattern paper as the background instead of the cardstock as the background. I like to do this especially if I have very limited pattern paper and I have more cardstock. Is I put very thin strips of the pattern paper over the cardstock just so I can have that illusion. Now here is the paper. I think this was 8x6 and I did get that one from the 8x6 pad, and then this one is just a leftover from another project. So I'm gonna put the floral paper on the top and the bottom, and then I'm gonna put the hearts on the sides. And actually no, I think this all came from the same paper, and so I just cut them up in a certain way so I can use both the A side and the B side. And I'm using my T-square ruler so I can make sure that those are aligned. Now I'm not going to be able to cover the pieces that are in between these papers, but it's okay because it's going to get covered up with my pictures as well as my journaling. A little bit about the photos. Now, I wish I had more photos from this trip because it was really fun. And I'm going to tell you why I don't have a lot of photos. So we had driven to this area about an hour or 45 minutes away from our town or our city, and it has a river. We call it the Platte River, and we saw some people going down the river with some inner tubes, and we thought that was really fun, and so we decided to make a family trip to go down the river. And this was our first time, and we did buy our inner tubes at Walmart, and this was Labor Day, and so we were all ready, and I even got a disposable camera because I didn't want to. No, I think I did bring my smaller DSLR, but and then make sure that I put them in a bag so that it doesn't get any water, and I did that. But then I'm not very good with water, I guess. I'm not very graceful with these kinds of things. Anyways, I ended up falling over a few times through the rapids. It's not very much, but I'm just not very good at maneuvering myself. And I ended up losing my disposable camera, and then my regular camera, for some reason, the heat, it just wouldn't work anymore. So I never got pictures of when we were actually in the water, which made me really sad. But it's okay, because then I'll have another time for do-over, because I actually did do a do-over this year when we went, and hopefully I can show a video of that when I'm ready to scrapbook that particular event. But These are the only photos that I was able to take because I pulled my phone after we were done and took a little bit of pictures. But that was our trip. It was really fun, and it's always fun to be with the family and be outdoors. So again, this is a very simple layout. I did use that remember this because I thought that the way it was, the design of it was really perfect for my layout because it spanned the top of my page. And then I printed off my journaling on craft cardstock just to give it a little bit of change from the white. And then I'm just adding a few flowers here and there. Those are die cuts from the Happily Ever After collection. And then I'm going to add my date because I always forget that one. I did also add some photo corners which I don't normally do, but I figured that instead of a pattern paper or a cardstock to mat the photos, I will just use photo corners. And I was debating between white and the gold won. I thought that it had more color to it, but without it taking away from my photos. And then I'm also going to add some enamel dots because, as you can see, the word this from the title doesn't have a dot, and I don't know where the dot went, so I'm just going to use some enamel dots. I was thinking between rhinestones or enamel, and the enamel one, I thought that it was a better choice. And then because I already have it, I am also going to add it on some areas of my layout just to give it a little bit more design and texture, and that will be it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and also subscribing. This is layout number 5 of my latest series, and it's a collection. If you haven't watched layouts 1 through 5, it is on the playlist, and you can always check that out in my channel. Other than that, I will see you guys next time. Bye.